Hello and welcome back to another video. Okay, so in last video I said that we were gonna leave the body to dry and then we'd jump in to doing the electronics. And most likely, at least one of you guys were excited for that because you were like, oh yeah, electronics, maybe he'll show us something that we haven't seen before. Or close to something we haven't seen before. I don't know. Anyway, no, sadly, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a look at it, but the thing I have ordered hasn't shown up yet. So instead of wasting time just sitting around waiting for that, and I know I was gonna take a week's break from the whole thing, we're gonna continue working on the guitar. And yeah, I am. It's right there for now, so you can see it. Looks really cool. I don't know what you guys think, but I think this looks. It is. I'm really happy with it. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be perfect because we're gonna relic it. I've already spoken about the whole relicing idea I have, but we will go into it even more later. But what I was thinking was that this is actually a guitar that I've made. It's actually a guitar, you know, it's been a long time since I built a guitar from scratch, basically before I started making videos on YouTube. Not really, because I did have that scratch build for the Crimson Guitar build-off challenge thing, whatever it's called. And yeah, that's a build, an old one, but that's basically like the first thing I did on this channel, I think, back in like 2022. That's how I got into the whole, like, maybe I had older videos that were just music videos and things like that, but when it comes to building things, I think that's when I started, basically. So somewhere around there, and then I just kept doing other things, and then, you know, look at me now. Here I am in the basement talking to myself. Never mind. I don't really put logos on guitars that I haven't made myself. There are a couple of examples, excuses. Let's go with that. There is another word that I'm trying to figure out, but my brain is just not working today. There's some other exceptions to the rule, is what I'm trying to say. Like, for example, Mikey has my logo on it, even though it's technically not a guitar I've built. I mean, you could argue that, like, putting a kit guitar together is building a guitar, but I don't consider that building a guitar. I think that if you're not doing the woodworking, you haven't done the woodworking. Doesn't take anything away from anyone, I hope. I hope you're not offended by that. I know some people get a little bit angry at me when I say that, but there's a lot of steps, which if you've watched all the videos up to now, you know there's a lot of steps in building guitar. Still doesn't think that it's any wrong to put together a kit guitar. I've put together a bunch. You've seen a couple of them. Anyway, I'm sidetracking. What I'm trying to say is we finally have a guitar that I have made from scratch, basically, because I'm calling it a scratch build. The fretboard, I've made the fretboard. I milled and planed and fixed the fretboard. I sanded everything. I made the neck, I carved everything. Same thing with the body. I glued up the pieces and planed them down and shaped it into a body. So I feel like I can put on a logo. It's like a 4-minute rant to just say that, hey, I feel like this guitar deserves to have a logo. Yeah, and people wonder why the videos are so long. Anyway, this guitar, I can finally put a logo on it. So I'll show you how I do it. I think I've done that before. I've some different logos throughout the years, experimented with doing things in different ways. Like I've told you, for example, for a while I burned in my logo just to make sure no one could remove it, because I had that whole vintage guitar fiasco thing. Anyway, I'm gonna move you guys over here because I think that's gonna be a good place for you to be, and I'm gonna adjust you down, zoom in a bit. Whoa, see if I can find the headstock. Where is the headstock? There's the logo. And there's the headstock. Yeah. Okay, so this is super easy. I have a bowl here. I'm gonna get some warm water. You don't have to go overboard with that. Wait, let's move this light as well. 'Cause I feel like it's a little bit dark for you guys over there. So if I put this over here, maybe, and in here, maybe you can move this down a little bit. Is that better? I feel like that should be better. Something like that. Anyway, lukewarm water. You know, you're not supposed to have so warm that you burn yourself, because you're gonna have to put your fingers in it. So give me a sec to get some water. Here we have some water, and it's actually so warm that you can see some smoke. I don't know if you can see the smoke. I mean, especially not since it's not in frame. But there's actually some smoke. Yeah, that's how warm tap water I can get. So I have this logo here that I've printed out on special paper, decal paper, that I bought at the arts and crafts store, my local arts and crafts store. But you can find it on Amazon. Your own local craft store most likely have it. And I'm just going to dip it into the water, and it's going to sink in, and it's going to start separating. And we're going to leave it in there for a couple of minutes or something. We'll start to see it sort of fall apart. And then we're going to take some water and put it on the headstock here, just smear it around. I sanded this flush and flat with some 12,000 grit sandpaper. 1200 grit sandpaper, I'm sorry. And I also cleaned it off afterwards. And now we should be able to just take this and very gently, with some water, we should be able to just sort of smear it off. And if it folds or anything weird, like it just did for me, you can see how it did. Don't panic. Just smear it back out again. And just try to hold it with very light touches, and just try to position it. As long as you have water, you don't have to worry. And then get some paper. And you fold it up into a little neat dabbing thing, like so. Something like this, maybe. And we can just sort of try to dab it and also stroke it out. And just try to not have any weird weird bubbles or anything show up, you know. Fucked it. Okay, let's redo that, reposition it. See, just adding a little bit of water and just, you know, pressing it out in all directions, and then just trying to press it down. Just press out the water that is under the decal, you know. You should be able to get a pretty nice transparent flush sort of thing going, like something like that. I'm gonna get a new towel, piece of paper. Just regular toilet paper, actually. This is one of those times when that's what I use. I usually have special, and I just dab it gently but firmly to try and get all the water out. And I have this one, and I have another one. I'll just go through it twice to be, you know, super sure that I don't have any mistakes. I have a tiny little fold right there that I'm gonna see if I can maybe touch with a razor blade. Just sort of get it out of there. Ah, it's not working. It's all right for me on this guitar because I had a little misprint as well right there. Can you guys see anything? I'm gonna move you in a bit. I hope you can see something. Can I maybe? I had a little bit of a mishap with the print right there and that fold right there, but I feel like it's okay for me. Ah, and see, now I screwed it up even more. So just add some water. It's okay for what I'm doing. If this was the guitar that wasn't supposed to like look relic and maybe have a logo that had been damaged, then I would remove it and do a new one. But I would have also printed out a nicer logo, to be honest, and not use this somewhat damaged logo. And just go back and forth a little bit like this, and just, it looks really nice up here, but down there it's not that good. Let's see here, do I have some spray lacquer? Yeah, here I have some spray lacquer. Give me a sec to just open this, and we'll give it a quick little douse over the headstock. There we go. And we have the spray, and we need a little bit of masking tape as well. I'm not overly concerned with the whole getting it on the sides and things. That's perfectly fine for me. Just gonna clean it off a little bit. But I don't want it on my fretboard, because obviously that would ruin it a little bit. And I just ripped. Yeah, hopefully you guys don't have any questions about how to do a decal, because apparently I suck at it. Oh well, it's okay. It's not important right now. Let's move you guys a little bit like so. And zoom out a little bit, I think. Whoa. Okay, so gonna shake the lacquer a little bit, and then quick passes over the headstock, just to seal things in. And then just move it about a little bit so we don't get any runs. That's pretty good. And the last one. Something like that. Oh, hitting everything. And then we'll put it down like that, and we'll leave it to dry. Well, there you have the headstock right now and the logo. It's all looking good. It's not perfect. I feel like the clear coat messed with the rest of the paint in a way that I wasn't completely expecting. But anyway, quick and easy, fast little thing. I'm just gonna leave this to dry now. It's kind of gross in here with the smell and all of that, so I'm gonna go away. But before then, I want to say thanks so much for watching. I hope this was something. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.